Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. So we're in southern Indiana and they've legitimately forecast a foot of snow is supposed to start falling later tonight. So I got the Kubota out of the barn and got it fueled up, checked all the fluids and checked the air in the tires. And what I've got here is my Edge Tamers, and I'm gonna put them on this 6-foot bucket so we can clear this snow tomorrow if it falls. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they're not correct with this forecast. Let's check it out. So on these Edge Tamers, they've got a 19mm head on this bolt, which is fine thread. They simply go on the side, take your impact gun and run them down. And on this 6-foot bucket, we'll go ahead and do the other side as well. I've seen some that they have them in the center as well, but you know, I've got a crown to my driveway and I think a center one, it wouldn't clear the edges very good. That's not going anywhere. Okay, so these are the original Edge Tamers from R2 Industries. And when I bought them, they were about $100 for the pair. I just looked it up on Google and I found a set for $160. And on Amazon, you can buy the Temu ones or not the original R2 Industries Edge Tamers. I saw them everywhere from $38 up to about $75. So I'll tell you what, some of the differences, I know this uses a grade 8 bolt, which is fine thread, and I haven't had any issues with these slipping off or coming out of place. So I can't vouch for the Chinese ones, but these seem to be pretty good. I've been running these for about 5 years and had no issues. You can see how the lip is kind of like a ski shoe, and then the back is also lip, so when you back up, it doesn't knock this off. And that's some of the differences I've seen on some of the Amazon ones. This just is a flat edge. And this is how I run them. I just keep the bucket fairly flat against the ground, but I make sure that these shoes are pointed up. And that keeps the snow rolling in the bucket, but it doesn't pick up your gravel or whatever your driveway is made out of. You know, if it's a blacktop driveway, you wouldn't want to scuff it all up. So the Edge Tamers, I think, would work good there. Also, I haven't tried this, but they said if you had a load of anything, bulk material, mulch or something dumped on your yard, you can use these to not tear up your grass while you're picking up that material. Okay, so with that in float mode, there were a couple humps where it picked up a little bit, but look at this. It didn't tear up this driveway at all. And so I think that's how I'll use it. I may start with it just, you know, about 4 inches above the ground is to get the majority of it off. You can actually see the strip that ski, you know, rode along there. So I'm really happy with the Edge Tamers. Like I said, I've had them for probably 5 years now. And this will be the 3rd or 4th big snow I've cleaned up with it if I end up getting this snow, which again, I'm hoping this video ends up in the trash because we don't get any kind of snow. But the reality is we do get snow here from time to time, and I guess we're due. So tomorrow we'll be here cleaning up this snow and show you how these things work for what they were designed. Okay, and there's the bucket flat on the ground on a concrete surface. You can see it's about, it's probably 1.5 inches off the ground. And that will just slide along there in float mode and do a real nice job picking up the snow without picking up the gravel. You'll love that.
Would you say it's about 1 foot deep at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't measured it yet, but that's what I'm thinking. It's probably at about the 12-inch mark now. For the record, we're not going outside seeing. We're just going across the street to dig my mom and dad out so they can get out on their porch and get their little dog out to go to the bathroom.
Well, the snow is here. We'll see how the Edge Tamer does cleaning it up. Might have been the biggest challenge today is getting the door open.
It's about 10 a.m. here, and some of the weather stations are saying this should end in a couple more inches. Some of them are saying it could be as much as 10 more inches. Oh well, that's normal for them. Edge Tamers are doing a pretty good job. They're taking it down to, oh, probably an inch, which is easy to drive on. So this is going to work out really well.
What I found out in this deep snow is that the first pass I would go and not have the bucket in float. I would intentionally hold it up off the snow 3 or 4 inches. And then the final pass, I would go ahead and put the bucket in float mode. And to make sure that you're running where you want to, if you look at the ski path that the Edge Tamers leave, like I said, that gives you a good idea. See that? It looks like somebody's been out cross-country skiing or something, but as long as you can see that path that Edge Tamer's making, you know that you're where you need to be. And in float mode, when you're down to the final pass, it made it real easy to get a real nice finished job on this. Now, because the bucket fills up and there's no way for it to shoot off to one side or the other, it spills out both sides and leaves ruts. And I did have to go back and clean those up. When I'm cleaning those up, definitely just put the thing on the ground and use float mode and push them on off. And this driveway was short enough that I could push the snow to either end and dump it. On my driveway, which is much longer, I had to pull off to the side and dump piles of snow as I went. There's a learning curve to it, but if you don't have a snowplow or you don't have a pusher box, like I said, these Edge Tamers will make your standard bucket work so much better for snow removal. At the end of it, you're not displacing a bunch of gravel, which is what the problem with trying to clear snow with a normal bucket is if you don't have the Edge Tamers. All in all, they're definitely worth it in my opinion. Your mileage may vary.
What happened is I put this on the leading edge to film the stuff falling and curling off, And when he came back to where I was, which was way over there, there's no camera. So we thought it had dumped in the snow pile. So this is all spread out and mushed around because I actually dug all that up trying to find this thing. Stuck down the road.
I wonder who it is. It's gotta be Jay, huh?
I'm assuming it's Jay, but I don't know. It looks like a Jeep sort of build. This is our neighbor Jay and his brand new Jeep that he bought to deal with this weather. Not sure that's working out for him quite the way he had hoped.
Get in the woods in a minute. It ain't gonna be good.
I can't do that out.
Well, I saw you down there, but I had no way to tell him. So I had to run and get him and say, "Hey, Jay, stock."
That was your truck.
That was me in the truck.
Yeah, we went over
and
I build past driveway.
Yeah, I knew that I don't have the skill. If I drive the truck down the hill to help you, then we'll both be stuck.
Watch what she goes. I'm gonna go down. I said, "You ain't driving that truck?"
No, I knew I wasn't driving the truck, but
I don't blame you one bit, but I do appreciate you looking out.
Yeah, but I had to go catch him to tell him you were there. I was like, oh no. It just is what it is. It's a beautiful day. Nothing like over a foot of snow to bring the neighbors together.
We went ahead and brought our 20,000-pound dynamic recovery rope down here, and we brought some Harbor Freight soft shackles as well. And we figured out that there was no place on his Jeep to hook a soft shackle. There was no hooks or anything like that. So we took a piece of 1/2-inch Kernmantle old rescue rope and we just wrapped it around the mount for the bumper and then tied a square knot in it. And I'll tell you what, if you end up having to pull somebody out of a ditch or anything, a dynamic rope does work so much better and is so much less jarring on both the tow vehicle and the vehicle being towed. Definitely you want a dynamic recovery rope. If the square knot should have come out.
Yeah, you got to be able to break it though.
Yeah, that's a heck of a break on that.
Yeah.
That's what these things are so cool. But yeah, you definitely, if you get one of them hooks that mounts to that bumper, like I said, it'd be.
I'm gonna get a hitch put on the back and everything. I just bought it literally in October, November, just for this.
Heck, look at that, yeah.
You got it? Sweet.
Good deal.
Well,
the square knot, like I said, it should have come out, but it sure didn't want to act like it wanted to.
Well,
Guys,
it's cold.
So much.
None of us want to.
All right, well, hey.
I'm letting you hit that hillside and I'll wait a few minutes and come down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
No problem, sir. None at all. The worst part of getting on and off of this thing is the snow falls onto a warm seat and you get off and then it melts a little bit. Before you get back, it freezes. It's terrible. This is the steepest part of the road that he's starting down. Jay actually lives at the bottom of this. And I am totally surprised that he was able to drive the Jeep up this in the first place. I think it did pretty good.
All right, so coming to you from the Jeep now. It's a whole lot warmer in this Jeep than it was on that tractor. But here's the back, our little parking area. And you can see that bucket with the Edge Tamers did really well out here. I found that by moving the Edge Tamers in towards the middle of the bucket and then setting the bucket down and putting it in float mode, did pretty well. When the Edge Tamers were out on the side, it tended to scrape the gravel, especially where I've got the crown in the driveway. So there's my tip. So, and then there's the front, and you can see much of that. So here's the driveway, and you can see that the problem with the bucket is that you've got to empty that bucket. So I've got these piles all along the sides, but it still did a really good job. I'll tell you what, I think it's going to be just about impossible to beat a regular snowplow for things like these long driveways. The snow pusher boxes have the same trouble the bucket does. You've got to empty that thing off the side when we've got these heavy snows. But all in all, I like it. And, you know, it was an interesting thing, and it was kind of fun, actually. So if you got anything out of the video, give us a thumbs up. It absolutely helps our channel. And we invite you to subscribe to see more. Have a great day, and be safe.